What's up guys, Blake here and you're watching Child House Down Under. Well today, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a kitchen cook up and I'm going to show you guys how to cook kangaroo. So, in Australia it is illegal to hunt kangaroo, so I have bought some because at most supermarkets and butchers you can buy it, but you need to have a special license to hunt them and stuff. So, I'm going to be making some wraps. First step, I'm just going to get my pocket knife out here. The first step you want to do, I'm just going to use the container it came in. Pull that out, and then we're going to put some of this marinade straight over the top. I only use a little bit of the bottle, but we just want to pull the steaks out and just marinate them in it until they're fully marinated. This piece has a bit of fat on it there, and I do not want that. Get rid of that. Puppies can have it, chuck it in that bowl. That piece is good. These pieces all look pretty bad. So this piece has silver skin left on it because the butcher, whoever has butchered it, isn't very good at butchering, so that's going to make the meal taste very bad. That one has some on it as well on that side. Alright. So make sure you wash your hands always before and after handling this marinade as well. But we're going to come in here, there's a piece of fat right there, and I've got a sharper knife. I'm just going to cut a good portion out here to just stay safe. You mainly want this stuff off. So it does, if you get it, there's two pieces stuck together. That piece doesn't have it, this piece. It's so tough. This silver skin, and I'm just gonna try and work that silver skin off. So it wasn't that bad to get off. Just cut it with a knife long ways. There's a little bit on the edge just there, and I'm just feeding this to the dog right now, next to me. Once they're all done, you've cut off all the little pieces. Puppy, wait. You've cut off all the pieces, you've done it, and it's all filleted off. Just put your roux in the bottom of your container. You can use a bowl or whatever the hell you want. I'm just using the container it came in to make it a little bit easier. And just cover it. I always end up using about half the honey soy garlic stuff, but just roll it around in there, let it marinate. Once that's good, we're just gonna sit that to the side for a minute while we get everything else done. Make sure you have a sharp knife. So while the roux is marinating, you just want to get the veggies ready. And when cutting, you want to always get your fingers out of the way, put it on the edge of the knife so you never have a chance to actually get your finger, and you can use your fingernail to hold whatever you're cutting where you're cutting it. So that's good there. And we've got our onion and we're going to dice that pretty thin. I'll use the small side for now. So we're just going to try and keep the white bit out of it because it is going to stay raw and be part of the salad. So that should be good for just my food. I'll cut that up for everyone soon. So once you're done, you just get the lettuce from the garden and all that. Just wash this in the sink, get your rubbish and get everything. And you want to probably cover this up, cover the roux up, put it all in the fridge and wait about an hour. Alright guys, so once you're finished, you should have your kangaroo, it's marinated. This is an hour later, by the way. You should have all your salad and stuff. Should have some wraps, which I probably should spoke about at the start. You're going to need olive oil, salt and pepper. There's some salt and pepper, and some chili if you want it, but I'm not going to put any in there. Would be nice though. So once all that is done, you're going to get your olive oil, and we're going to put the flame on high heat for a moment, but then slowly turn that down. We're going to put a little bit of the oil and just cover the bottom a bit. Then we're going to put the butter on the side there. Just slowly let your butter burn, and the reason you put the oil and the butter is the oil stops the butter from burning and you get the flavour of the butter in there. So we just want that on a medium heat until you see the butter start to melt. So once your oil and butter starts to get hotter and starts to melt quite a bit, we're going to get our kangaroo out of its container. And we're hearing that oil start to heat up, so we're going to turn that heat right down. And we're just going to start grabbing some of these little sizzle steaks and just laying them in the oil and butter. They're not going to sizzle too much because of the marinade and how much butter and stuff. Oh, there we go. Ran out of gas. Once you got that, you just want to cook it in small pieces and let it start sizzling. So guys, once it starts to cook and boil, because it will boil a bit, you get a bunch of the seasoning coming out into that. You just want to flip them over and it'll make like a sauce down in the side there. So what I've done guys is I flipped them over and they're not browning, which if you cook a steak like this, you're pretty much boiling the steak. You don't want it to be cooked like that. But if you can see all this thick stuff coming out the sides, and it's all covered over this one now too, as it just goes grey, it's making like a sauce. So we're just going to keep going until this sauce thickens enough to the point it starts evaporating a bit, like, and then it'll start frying the meat a bit more. So it takes a bit longer, so that's why you put it on a medium heat. But then it marinates and cooks as it cooks as well. And what you're going to do while cooking, put some salt and pepper right over the top. As you can see, it's getting pretty thick, making a thick sauciness there. And this is like a gravy that comes out of the kangaroo's flesh. Kangaroos don't have much fat at all, so they're very lean meat, and it's very light, so you're going to want to add extra stuff. You could add potato and stuff and make it into a stir fry and all that stuff as well. So as you can see, all this thickness is starting to come out. So we're going to then take this and drain it. So I'm going to take that outside. So just after draining it, put it straight back on the heat. And as you can see, the meat's got none of that sauce underneath it, but by the time it's already back on, it's already starting to make that sauciness come out. And also those steaks are starting to shrink and stop overlapping. We're just going to let that steam up and cook. I'll move over to the other side and start making my wraps. So just over the other side here. I've lost the lid for that. I'm going to grab 2 wraps out and we'll just layer some of these wraps up and make them all nice and pretty. You're definitely also going to need cheese, but that's still in the fridge. So then put some onion. Now this is just a very simple way of eating it. You can also do it with skewers and just let it marinate for a lot longer, and it will make them like those chicken skewers you can get at the shop, what are marinated, like honey soy garlic and stuff, or this is honey soy roux. And you make the skewers, which are really nice, but if you want to do that, you want to put thyme, lime and stuff in it when you're cooking it. So while we're over the other side and it's cooking, now it's gotten to the point where they're not leaking their seasonings anymore, so they're going to start browning up. And that's going to go very quick. And we're going to get some nice bits on them. Yeah, spitting quite a bit. So that's going to sizzle up on them nicely. And that's the first batch, and we're going to slowly turn that right down. And then even that. You just let that sizzle on this side and get the brownness. And as you can see, all the sauce, what was coming out before, I didn't dump it again. It's all cooked back into the fried roux. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I've got some sliced plastic cheese on there because I don't have any proper cheese to grate. I'm going to chuck that up right in the middle. 2 nice little steaks sort of cooked. Right on the side, just the back of my hand on that. Right on the side there. So I'll make the other one up with that. I'll just show you guys what it looks like. So just before I cook this other one, I'm just going to show you guys. It's still kind of pink in the middle, even though it's so thin. But as you guys can see, they're starting to get cool enough now. That has definitely got some pink in the middle. So I just finished cooking and you guys saw how it happened. And I'll just show you a bit closer how it's pink. And kangaroos are very stringy meat, so you can see all the stringy particles inside the steak there. See how it's like gonna pull apart, which is a bit different to how steak does. So I've got one over here, another one over here, what I need to put together. But that's pretty much how you do it, guys. I'll do a taste test in a minute. Alright guys, I've got a bit of green shit, red shit in there, some cheese. I've got the roux. Let's try it and see how it tastes. That was a huge bite. That's pretty good. A little bit tougher than beef, but like I said, it strings apart and tastes pretty good. You don't need any sauce on this because the marinade is just the best. So yeah, I'm gonna smash this down, get my next one up, and I'll keep cooking. Alright guys, with the same oil and stuff in it as before, the pan has cooled down a bit. Now it's not just gonna burn it straight away. We'll get a few more on. So there isn't as much butter or oil, but that's fine. We can add some if we need to. Just let that start cooking up, and it's going to go through the same process all again. It's going to cook all the sauce out, and it's gonna cook all that sauce out, and it's gonna slowly evaporate it up. We're gonna have to dump it out one time, and then it's gonna start soaking it all back up with the blood as well and all that stuff, and it will look and taste amazing. So it's, as you can see straight away already, there's that sauce starting to form out of it and mix with the, there it is, it's starting to mix with the thing, and that tiny steak is already starting to shrink, so I'll fit another one there already. This is my mum's first time trying roux.
I have tried roux before, I'm just not.
First time in a while. The last time I cooked it for you when I was like 13.
You're okay. Mm.
Worth it. So I told you guys this is really good. I didn't give much of a reaction because I knew what it was going to taste like, so I eat it quite often. But it tastes really good. Definitely look, my puppy's right here wanting some, so but it's definitely a quick, easy little one, and especially if you're out camping and stuff, you know, if you get lost in the bush, you know, roux is edible and it tastes bloody good. Right, guys, I've got more cooking here. I've got another one here. Just been whipping away at it quite a bit all night, but pretty much it's a very easy recipe to make. This packet right here cost me $9, and I got about 15 small steaks out of it, which could make half of 15, about 6 good wraps. One of them will have extra meat on it, but yeah, these things are just too good to pass up. Definitely worth. You got that sauce cooking, and yeah, it cost, yeah, pretty much cost fuck all. You can make it with sandwiches as well, or just have the skewers, but it was $6 for the red wine vinegar, master food seasoning, $9 for the kangaroo, all the other stuff you can grow in your garden or buy it. But it's a very cheap meal. Make it for the family and stuff, if they'll eat it. But yeah, definitely worth a try. Right, so I got it here, and my dad's gonna try it. He's got to wrap it up, and he'll give a taste test reaction. Now, Dad's favourite person in the world is Gordon Ramsay, so he's definitely going to be a critic on it.
Oh, I don't want that bit. I want the bit with the meat.
Alright, he ripped a piece off. There he goes. Now, I think this is definitely his first time trying roux.
Down in price. That one, same again, $200.
Now, guys, he never says anything is good. It's always, it's okay. It's alright.
It needs salt.
Oh yeah, it needs salt.
It does need a little bit of salt.
They saw how much salt I put on it.
And
he also has dead
I think
taste
it's a little
buds.
bit overcooked.
Alright, there you go. Dad thought it was too tough. He doesn't like roux apparently now because it's too tough. So, I think that's going to be my mission for these cook-up videos. Let's see if we can make something what my dad says is good. Not alright, not this, not that, because he's a hard man to please. Alright, so I still got more cooking. I'm just going to get some more wraps made up and I'm going to eat them, and he can get fucked. I'll have them myself. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe. Hopefully I'll get some more cooking content out for you soon, and hopefully next time my dad says it's good.